Alright, welcome to the Freedom to Draw Caricatures Party. I'm your host, John, the president of the Freedom to Draw Caricatures Party. We here at Freedom to Draw Caricatures Party, we have the freedom to draw unsolved mysteries too. This is the Freedom to Draw Unsolved Mysteries. And today's case is a guy out of northeast Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre to be exact, went missing 12/9/2016, so almost the anniversary, a couple days off of the anniversary, 6 years ago. Almost 7 now, gonna be 6 and some months. Let's recap what we did draw. Yesterday's episode was Unexplained Death, Linda Mae Craig. And that case was connected to a final appeal episode with Nicholas Yiear. We had a paranormal show about Don Decker. There's not many paranormal cases out there in Pennsylvania. Sarah Ray Bain was an unexplained death in Pennsylvania. Ilanka Khan is a missing person for almost 6 decades, coming from Pennsylvania. Larry Youngblood, the final appeals section in Pennsylvania. Also for final appeals, we got Eric Freen. He's from Pennsylvania. Like we always do, if you have any information on these people, please contact these places. You can write it down. Crimestoppers.com is probably the most accessible, and you can remain anonymous. Alright, well, let's get into the case of Yiear West. The date he went missing is 12/9/2016. This is recently. Missing from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Classification is endangered missing. So that means authorities think there was foul play. Sex of him is male. The race is black. Age then was 28 years old. Height and weight, about 6'1", 220 pounds. So yeah, right there, 6'1", 220 pounds. If this is an abduction, that's going to be a difficult abduction, I'll tell you that. That's a big boy. Clothing, jewelry description that he was last seen in: a blue sweatshirt, black pinstripe chef pants, black socks, black Croc shoes, and a black skull cap. Distinguishing characteristics: he's an African American male, black hair, brown eyes. West had shoulder length dreadlocks and a significant amount of facial hair, including a goatee, at the time of his disappearance. He has burn marks on his forearms from his job as a grill cook and a scar under his right eye. Now that's very important. His burn marks on his forearms and a scar underneath his right eye. That's important because Mr. West is a twin, which makes this case even more intriguing, and probably makes it more difficult to find him. I'm guessing, you know, if you're a twin, people say they saw you, that they could be talking about your twin. The details of the disappearance are as follows. West was last seen after he left work at Outback Steakhouse on Wilkes-Barre, in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, on December 9th, 2016. He walked 2 miles to Corner News, which is a convenience store on Cole Street, stopping to make a purchase at Wegmans. On the way, the security cameras showed him at Corner News at 6:40 p.m. He withdrew $200 from the ATM. He has never been seen or heard from again. Now, geographic area right there they're talking about there is, you got Wegmans. It's a huge place. It's on a hill. And you have to walk past the light. I've done a little research on this, to the Corner News. You're also near infamous place that has a lot of bad things happening called Sherman Hills. You're around that area there when you're walking this. So I'm not a private eye, I'm not a police officer, but a lot of nefarious activities go on at this place called Sherman Hills, and Mr. West was right near that area when he was last seen walking. Prior to his disappearance, West had stopped using his cellular phone because an ex-girlfriend was calling him on it. He got another phone to replace it. Burner phone, they call that. But it isn't clear if he ever activated it, and his family doesn't know the number for it. He left behind 2 children. And his mother does not believe he would have left without telling anyone. His case remains unsolved. He also had worked as a cook at another place not too far from the area where he disappeared. He was a cook at Smoky Bones restaurant. That is about a mile or 2 up a hill from where he disappeared. It's not far. The security camera showed him going in, but it is unclear if he ever went out. And that's another interesting part of this case. Mr. West is a twin, like I said. So imagine trying to find a disappeared twin. That must be really difficult. I can't even imagine that. We are live here. We don't beg for subscribers. If you like what I do, if you want to subscribe, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to tell you no. But we're not going to come here and suggest it every 5 seconds and have a sponsor. I mean, I guess if I ever did have a sponsor, I would have to do the obligations of a sponsor. But right now, that's not the case, and we're not gonna beg for subscribers. If you like what I do, you know what to do. We're all big boys and girls. We put one leg of our pants on at a time in the bathroom stall. Nobody's better than the other, in my eyes anyway. Mr. West's mother was vocal in the media, but it kind of seems like that fizzled out right now. It's been 6 years, like I said. We just want to make sure that this case isn't forgotten. He has 2 children that want to know where their dad is, you know. I mean, I can't even imagine, especially around the holidays. That must have been a terrible Christmas for them. Dad goes disappearing. Just horrible. And it's not clear on if the twin knows anything. I couldn't get anything out of that, really. But probably not. I'm guessing probably not. There isn't a lot of facts about this case. On December 9th, 2016 at 4:30 p.m. So another article says at 4:30 p.m. he left his job. At Outback Steakhouse. It's located at 547 Arena Hub Plaza, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, in Luzerne County. This is nearly 2 hours away from Philly and about 30 minutes from Scranton, other major cities. He walked approximately 2 hours to a convenience store at Cole Street and Grant Street. Like I said, Cole Street is near a problem area called Sherman Hills. It's a known problem area throughout the Wilkes-Barre area. Where he withdrew $200 from the ATM. He was seen at the security cameras there making the withdrawal at about 6:40 p.m. He has not been seen since. There are differing reports regarding whether or not he had a cell phone with him at the time he disappeared. So that is unclear. They can, I just thought of it now. There are some people that believe that he took a swan dive into the river, which is not far from. You just have to walk about a mile, and you can get to the river access, the Susquehanna River. People say that too, but I don't believe that. He had 2 kids. What the hell would he be doing, taking a swan dive into the river and dying of hypothermia? Why would he do that? He had 2 small children. I can't see him doing that. And he had ladies after him. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. I can't see that happening. I'm not buying that one. Some reports say that he did have a cell phone on him, but it wasn't set up, and an unnamed ex-girlfriend had kept calling his old one. That's what we heard in the last report. It's possible that his family did not have the number of the new phone. It's highly possible. According to his mother, Yiear would not leave without informing her of his whereabouts. Just out of character. And that's to do with victimology there. It's out of his character to leave without letting at least somebody know, like his mom. She denied him being in any trouble in the days leading to his disappearance, or that he had any known enemies. Yiear is described as a black male, aged 28. Let's see, he was 26 at the time, I think they said, of his disappearance, so he would probably be about 34, maybe 35. He's approximately 6'2", this one says. Had to be some kind of robbery or something. You're just not taking a 6'2", 220-pound guy. It's not, I don't think it's an abduction. We can rule that one out. You're not taking a big boy like that. You're not even trying that. If you're an assailant, I don't care. Black facial hair. And he had medium dreadlocks. So this report says he had medium dreadlocks, and that's kind of what I drew here. This is medium length dreadlocks. He had a scar under his right eye. So in the picture that I got, I really can't see it, but you could probably see it in real life pretty well. The picture does not show it too well. He had burn scars on his wrist due to his job as a cook. He was wearing a dark blue sweatshirt, dark pants, and dark shoes on the date he went missing. Now, I put together some questions. Where did Yiear go after leaving the convenience store? That's a really good question. Nobody seems to know. If he did not have a cell phone on him, is it possible the $200 he withdrew from the ATM was going to be used to purchase a new phone? I don't know, they said that he already had a new phone and was using it as like a burner phone. But that's what different reports say. Why would Yiear possibly purchase a new phone instead of blocking the phone number of the ex-girlfriend that kept calling? That's another good question. The area around the convenience store looks to be more residential than the area around the Outback Steakhouse. Is it possible that somebody met Yiear and the convenience store to give him a ride home? That's possible, and it's also possible that Yiear met with somebody that he did not want to encounter, and he was at the wrong place at the wrong time in a bad area of Wilkes-Barre, which he was when he went to that convenient mart. So these are all good questions, guys, and this is almost a finished product here. Like we said earlier, if you have any information on Yiear, we're going to show you who to call at the end or who to contact. That's pretty much it, guys. This is the case of Yiear West. And as always, if you have any information on this guy's whereabouts, please contact the following things you see. You can write them down if you can't remember. Take a picture of them. You can remain anonymous on all of them, I believe. The most popular one is the bottom one, crimestoppers.com. That does it for this episode of Freedom to Draw Unsolved Mysteries, folks. This is John, out. Peace out.